Let me say this: no matter who becomes the president in 2025, you should be able to make it. Yes, we have voted and we have our president elect, John Dramani Mahama, but whoever is the president, you should be able to make it. In other sense, whatever becomes of the economy, you should be able to make it, because whoever that is regulating the economy is for their own good. The question is, what about you? So I've put in together a few materials that I want to share with you today, and I'm restricting this content to Prampram. That is where I come from. That is where I have much authority. And if I can cast my mind back, we had few professions in Prampram. That is the fishermen, farmers, and traders. That is the indigenous profession in Prampram. Do we have the same professions today? And if the answer is yes, how many people are into those areas? A lot of professions have added on to what we already have, and some have grown bigger than the indigenous professions. When we talk about farming isn't growing in the constituency. In Prampram, it's not growing. When you talk about fishing, it isn't growing. And when you talk about trading, the people who are indigenous people, the Prampram proper people, how well are they doing in trade? I don't really see much of that. Okay, so today let's learn something. Now, I'm going to mention some of the businesses that have added on to what we already had. That is the three I've mentioned. And the first one is the drinking sport. Drinking sport is a new business that wasn't there in the past, but there today, and have become a business that people are venturing into. We can talk about 35, which is very close to my place. We can talk about Sunset, a few others that are in town. Additionally, we have hotels. That is the hospitality field. If you check the shores of the town, even at the roadside, City Escape is right here, and they are doing very well in that area. We have real estate. People are putting up properties and they are selling. People are also doing the rental aspect. We have our own Neriamante, that is the youth chief, who is doing very well in that area. We have provision shops, and one popular place you can mention is that of the Ataka shops, spring forth everywhere in Prampram. It's also added on to the businesses that are available. You're really going to enjoy today's content. Let's continue. Building materials. Now we have KJC here. We have I think there is another company also in town, and other people are not popular ones in other areas, but here they are popular. That is the Pani company. It's also doing very well in building materials. That is the cement and rods. Okay, and then we have taxi driving. We can talk of a taxi station. That is the one at Waterworks, the one at NDC Container and Ningo Junction. We have another one there. And then social media. It's become a field where people are being paid for being there and creating content. But we'll get more into that. If the people within Prampram, not just the people within, but the people who come from Prampram, are benefiting from that field. And then we have restaurant. The popular one I can mention is Chef Paul. Evergreen was at the peak, but we don't really hear more of Evergreen, but we can talk about Chef Paul. We'll get to that. And then private schools, that is learning places, the schools. How well are they doing? And are the people within Prampram Township participating in that field? And then we have soccer groups. We can mention the Faith Soccer Academy, and then we can mention Angel. But Angel isn't for Prampram. I can mention Faith, who we know the one in charge of it is Jaru, and he's doing quite well in that area. But then we'll dive into it more for us to know if it's really doing well or it isn't. And we have drinking water depot, Belakwa, Pella, and the rest like Ever Pure. They are all in town, but how well are we engaged in these businesses to at least make some living from it? And then wine shops. I think our own mother, Lorenda, is doing very well in that area. But how many people are actually into the wine shop thing? And we have fuel station, that is fuel pump stations. How many people from Prampram are engaged in that? We know of Alhaji Moro and the usual spot, Ataka also. They are doing very well in that area. But do we have Prampram people who are in it? I can mention Mr. Osa, that is from Dawenya going to Mutual on the stretch. He has one filling station there, but we can compare it to other places, and it's sure to say that area isn't doing so well. Maybe we'll get to that. Pharmaceutical shops or businesses, pharmacies, how well are they doing? And 24-hour economy is here with us, but are we assured of a 24-hour pharmaceutical shop? We'll get to that. So there's a few things I've mentioned. I've mentioned the earlier indigenous ones that we knew, that is the trading, the farming, and the fish farming. It's not fish farming, like fishing. How well have we performed in those areas? Now we have so many youth in Prampram, and we are going to see in categorizing them how many people fixed themselves in this field. I know majority are in school. Those who are not in school, what business are they really in? I come from Prampram, and I have a higher authority to talk about things that happens in Prampram within and its environs. Okay, now with the drinking spot, people are making money from it, but I personally feels that drinking spot is too much in the town. Yes, I think so. I think it's too much. It is too much because you are not venturing into other businesses. So it's making it look like everybody wants to go into drinking spot because that business is going to survive. And that of the provision shops, we've left them and no one intends to go there. And one time I met someone and he's telling me that, can we begin to sack the Muslims, the Ataka groups from the town, because they've taken all the shops and they are making all the money? And I told that person it's not true. If you treat people right, if you have your shop and you have what the person needs, the person definitely will come to buy at a cool price. If the thing is supposed to be 10 cedis and you are selling it at 15 cedis, man, you don't expect people to come to buy. Ask yourself, what measures are those people putting in place to sustain their businesses, and begin to apply same. If you are not doing that, I don't think you intend to run that particular business. That is the provision shop. No, you can't run that business. When you come to cosmetics, they have cosmetic shops in the town. We don't have cosmetic shops in the town. So as a youth, if you find yourself in town and you say that there is no business, there is nothing to do and all that, but trust me, every Friday you find us in drinking spots or other restaurants, and we are living large and eating very well. But we've forgotten to know that these businesses are for us to take advantage of, so that other people coming in will come and fit in the line. But we don't leave it for everybody, and then we tend to do nothing. Okay, if you are a youth and you find yourself in Prampram, you can be a male, you can be a female. We can all grow Prampram by growing ourselves. And Prampram will change. The Prampram we are looking for, it will change because we have changed. Let's talk about the real estate. Man, it is so obvious that we are not doing well in that area. Absolutely. A good number of youth are having their own houses now, unlike before that we live in family houses. But now we have our own houses where we live in. Some too can rent. But look, if we are selling the land, then we should be able to invest it into real estate. If you're able to sell maybe an acre, 3 acres, 4 acres, or 10 acres, and you're able to put up a building one and sell, you can be able to do another one. you can be able to do the next one. But if you have 100 acres and you sell or eat it, man, you are not trying to help the town grow. You are not helping the youth grow. And I think your own self too, you are not growing. So in the area of the real estate, there is a big opportunity for all of us. Everything that I'm saying is for you to know that 2025, whoever becomes the president, you should be able to make it. And in Prampram, man, these things, if we put them in proper place, we are going to make it. Now, let me talk about taxi driving. Taxi driving, I have done taxi driving before. And if it is not creative as we expect it to be, it can be a very good stepping stone. If you have your license, someone can get you a car. If that person gives you a car, all you have to make sure is you have to ensure that your sales is always accurate, always intact. No one will give you money to get a car and you are not making sales and you expect the person to keep giving you money. No, you need to be that disciplined enough to make sales when someone gives you a car. And it's rather unfortunate we do not have lorry stations or lorry parks to park these taxis. But then NDC container is where we have at the moment. Waterworks is where we have at the moment. This place, Ningo Junction is where we have at the moment. Do you know nothing stops us from creating another stop for taxis? Because in the town we don't have taxis that runs around. Yes, our roads are bad, but if the roads are bad, doesn't mean that we should not eat. I am trying to let you understand that the systems are not good, but we need to get life going. If you find yourself in that area, please take advantage. Taxi driving can be the way out. And keep your cars neat, okay? Keep the cars neat. All right, we have social media. In Prampram, we have Pram City and few other young guys who are trying their possible best in social media. But your immediate environment is the people within, the people who knows you. What content are you putting out there? And if they know you and you are not giving them the content they need, they are not going to patronize you. They shouldn't just know you. At least they should know you and you should provide the right content for them. Social media, there is a vast opportunity there. No one in this constituency, this community, Prampram Township, have harnessed the opportunity in social media. So I'm telling you today, there is a big opportunity there. Take advantage and you make it very big in that area. Restaurant, I mentioned Chef Paul. And then Evergreen. Evergreen is not really strong as it used to be. But Chef Paul is standing. But Chef Paul alone cannot be the one who is serving the good people of Prampram. 9 o'clock he's closed. That is monopoly. And we are allowing him to take monopoly. There are opportunities. Please, if you start small, you can start just as big as he has made it. Abed was doing very well at Waterworks and later on moved to NDC Container. But I'm not seeing him survive. But it doesn't mean that the road is blocked. It's an opportunity that is there. 2025, if we say that we want to make it, these places, these opportunities are there for all of us to take advantage of. Please, even if you are in school, whatever work you will be doing, how much they are paying you, you will still want to make revenue or earn some amount of money in other field. And trust me, this area, you can be able to make something. Restaurant, man. Someone can know how to cook. You may have the money. You can set the person up and you monitor it closely so that the money goes to the pool it must go to. You will make a loss. There are businesses, there are opportunities in Prampram Township that we all can take advantage of. Now, we have private schools. If you go to Accra, from one place to another to the next, there are private schools almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. Some places you go, there are 150, 20, 30. Education have been made easily accessible by people. But yes, we have private schools we can count, but it's not enough in Prampram. Trust me, this we have is not enough. There are still more opportunities for educators. If you are an educationist, you should know that as people keep giving birth, and GES isn't providing the right education that we want because teaching and learning materials are not there, some teachers are not available, and we don't know what is happening there. That is an opportunity for you. It's not just there for you to stand or sit and complain. If you are complaining, it's an opportunity for you to take and create a business out of it. I'm mentioning this doesn't mean that everybody should just get into education, no. But some people can afford a structure. Some people can afford vans. Just do that. And let's grow the town ourselves. I'm saying that whoever becomes the president of the state, make sure you still succeed. Now, building materials. Barney is doing very well. He has a shop here. We have Manti at Adote Junction. We have another shop at the opposite the cemetery at Abia. But look, it's still not enough because the lands are not finished and people still are putting up structures. It doesn't mean the place is blocked. Someone is selling, and so Barney wasn't there. He just emerged, gave it all, and is surviving. You can also create a raw material or building material shop. And sometimes, if you ask the right route, you will know that you don't start with so much. What you need is the shop. And some of the things can be taken on credit. Okay, we'll get there. All right, I think I've spoken about one shop. I've spoken about the filling stations. We have so many vehicles in town. Even we have big trucks and all that. Do not think that filling station spaces have already been exhausted. No. It's still possible. From Osai's filling station to the other filling station, that is Galaxy in Prampram, the distance is too wide. The one at Potter City Junction isn't operating anymore. Is someone taking advantage to set up a filling station? You may know someone who can afford to set it up. Please bring the person. Let the person set it up. And I think that we all know that, okay, if we don't get from this place, we can get from the next place. And you know, every filling station have a provision shop. Every filling station has a provision shop. So creating a filling station can create a provision shop for somebody. Likewise, a washing bay. After Galaxy, you will come and meet a washing bay at Miocho. Look at the distance. And on this stretch, yes, there are some there that is a 25 stretch, but it's still not enough. Prampram is not heaven. Prampram is not East Legon. Still, there are opportunities we can take advantage of. And I'm telling you, the indigenous work, that is that of the fishing, we have failed woefully because we are not doing very well in that area. When it comes to farming, we are not doing very well in that area because we don't have a market. It's evidence that we don't have food product. That is the evidence. If yes, that is it. Have we seen trucks, big trucks, loading our product? To where? We don't have. So with the farming, we failed. But the ones that have presented itself, let's take advantage of them. And let's build a town we want. If you were a youth, listen to me now. Take it upon yourself. That look, you are not going to sit down and watch, but you are going to participate actively in the growth of the town by you yourself creating a small business, as small as it may be. Create something and let's grow together. This is my piece for you today, and this is the growth mindset.